Mic check, mic check, mic check. We here. Let's go. This conversation today is talking about change is coming. Me personally, I think that big change is coming. I'm not talking about firing nobody and changes to the coaching staff. I'm talking about changes to the way this team finna play from here on out. I honestly believe that. And you know why I believe that? I think change is coming. So, just to get started, I want to say that welcome everybody to the Dirty Falcon podcast, to a conversation today that we got going on, which is change is coming. It's not going to be to the coaching staff, like I said. It's not going to be fire Raheem Morris or none of that. Because if I put up with 3 years of Arthur Smith, I can put up with 3 years of Raheem Morris. I'm sorry. Now, what I will say is when I say change is coming, I think it's more so how the team is about to play. I think this team built their confidence off that last game. I think a lot of the offensive miscues came with confidence per se, especially with your receivers. I'm glad the receivers got out their funk because, as you know, when a receiver get in a slump, boy, they get in a slump. So I'm glad that that didn't break their confidence. I'm glad that they was able to bounce back out of it and everything. And the reason I wanted to have this conversation about change is coming because it was something Zach Robinson said, and it still I ain't gonna say bugged me, but it still sort of when he said they got to get the easy plays before I can give them the complicated plays. I sort of agree with that to a certain standpoint because what I think Zach Robinson is doing, I think he got a lot more plays under his belt than what he letting on and what we see. I think that Zach Robinson has a more complicated end to his playbook, but he want to make sure that the team has the basics down. And I sort of do understand that before you can elevate in anything in life, you got to have the basics down first before you elevate. So, I mean, it's the same principle as with sort of like school. That's what I mean. If you can't pass the ninth grade, I can't give you the 10th and 11th grade stuff because you haven't done the ninth grade stuff successfully. So I sort of get what he's saying, even though it does piss me off a little bit, not gonna lie, because his situational play calling is it's not Zach play calling. Let me reiterate that. Let me delete that statement. Let's do it like this. It's not Zach's play calling that bothers me because from the 20 to the 20, we the shit. I'm talking about, boy, the 20 to the 20. Ain't no team fucking with us from the 20 to the 20. It's that situational play calling, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, or red zone. That's that's when I have a problem with Zach Robinson. But I also think it comes with lack of experience, so it's not like Shanahan was already sort of established. That's what I mean. You got a guy who's not really established calling a offense, plus he's trying to put together his playbook And I think what he's also doing with his playbook is intermingling some of that stuff from the 2016 Super Bowl Shanahan playbook. Because you see how he added choice routes. And one thing Shanahan used to let his receivers do was run a lot of choice routes, meaning once they come out, they break and they run the route, they get to break off the route with what they see, basically. So they get a choice to either break out the route, run up the tree, and break it to the left or the right, or, however the defense is allowing them to break it on the field. So what I'm thinking is a lot of the other plays that Zach Robinson got, I think he's trying to, how I'm trying to say it, he basically got the training wheels on, and he's slowly taking the training wheels off. And you could see it game for game. Game for game, he's slowly been taking the training wheels off of the playbook. And I think that was like a lot of the problem too, is when the team gets in a certain situation, him not being able to communicate with the team, which is why I do like him on the sideline, because he can tell them certain things that he can't tell them from the headphones, especially if the headphones ain't working correctly. First two games, no. The second and third game, they said the headphones weren't working. So since they're not working, that means that, yeah, you're going to have to come out of that box, which I don't understand why you're in the box anyway, because being in the box is for when you have a veteran quarterback or you and your quarterback has been on the same page for a while. I think you being on the field helps out your offense tremendously because of you having a rookie quarterback, and your players get to tell you what they see. That's one thing that I love about Jeff Ulbrich and that defense. Jeff Ulbrich wants to be on the field because when something does not work, it may not be that it doesn't work because it's a bad play call. It may be that it does not work because maybe someone missed something inside of the play call or ran to the wrong zone, crossed up zones, or came out the blitz wrong, just anything. You don't really know, but if that coach is on the field and they can be like, well, they caught this tendency, what do we do out of that? And he's able to tell them and correct. With Zach Robinson, they're not able to do that. And I think that was hurting the team because his situational play calling got better when he was on that field. And my thing is, you're an ex-quarterback. And from my understanding, you was a damn good quarterback in college. So you need to be on the field so you can see shit. And I think you see shit much better on that field. Hold on, y'all, an airplane. I think you see shit better on the field because now you looking at the field from the lens of being a quarterback from when you played quarterback. Like Bijan said, we went to one play, and Bijan said, I ran up to Zach, asked him a question. Zach said, they probably going to be in man right here because of so and so and so and so. So I know you used to be a quarterback. I can tell if you telling Bijan this, and that's damn sure what they did. They disguised the man as a zone, but actually broke off in the man. And when they did, Bijan ate him up on that linebacker. How you gonna put a linebacker on Bijan like that? Especially a slow one. But in the same token, it's just the fact that along with everything that they had going on, Zach Robinson, I think, does see the situation better when he's on the field. Even though up in the booth, you can see what they running better. But when you need communication and when you having communication issues, you need to go to that field. But I think him being on the field actually works better for him since he's a former quarterback. That's just me though. So that's just my opinion. Now am I hard on Zach Robinson? Yes, the fuck I am. Yes, I am. I'm hard on Zach Robinson. The reason why I'm hard on Zach Robinson is because unlike a lot of other people, I believe in Zach Robinson. I'm gonna tell you why I believe in Zach Robinson. Because he ain't really broke out none of the plays he ran with Kirk Cousins yet. Not for real. He broke out more plays in the last 3 games of the year with Penix than he did now. So I think he's trying to warm Penix up to the playbook, a little bit more of the playbook. I think that Zach Robinson had training wheels on the quarterback and on the playbook. And when everybody was on Zach Robinson's ass, he was forced to come out that playbook. He was forced to come out of it. And now that he's forced to come out of it, I think it's working well for him. They just need to keep practicing the little nuances and little details of his scheme. This is first time drawing up his own scheme. So he probably taking a little bit from here, a little bit from there, a little bit from here. But I think the only major flaw with his scheme is that everything you want to run is coming out of the pistol. And certain stuff has to be under center for it to work correctly. It can't be out of the pistol. What I think is, just say, I'm going to give you a prime example. Just say he took a little nuance from Shanahan playbook. He trying to figure out how to implement that nuance in the pistol, not just say it's a nuance that's supposed to be played under center. He's trying to figure out how to take that little nuance and instead of running it under center, he want to run it out the pistol. That's what I mean. He may take a little nuance from just say Kyle Shanahan's playbook, and Kyle Shanahan may have that little wrinkle for under center, pro set, I form. Just say this. But what Zach Robinson is doing is taking that little nuance and trying to run it out of the pistol. And some of that stuff is not going to work because of the way the play is designed. He may have to be under center for the play to work correctly. The wide receiver may have to come out they break a certain way for it to work correctly, and it may not work that way from the pistol, is what I'm saying. So I'm thinking that him being on that sideline has been a good addition, and I just firmly believe that. But I'm not giving up on Zach Robinson either. Yeah, am I mad at a lot of his play calling? Yes. I'm not mad for the same reasons everybody else mad, saying that they vanilla. I'm mad because I seen more creativity with your plays when you had Kirk Cousins than when you got Michael Penix. You stayed throwing the ball down the field with Kirk Cousins, knowing he couldn't throw it down the field. But then when you get Michael Penix, you want to short and intermediate him, which I do sort of understand too, because Michael Penix wasn't the best short to intermediate thrower of the ball coming out of college. So maybe he's trying to fine tune his short and intermediate game, because in the long run, you're going to need that short to intermediate game, especially like playoffs. You talking playoffs and stuff like that, and getting into later on in the season. Because as you see, a lot of these teams losing games by field goals. They're not really just blowing teams out. Teams are not really getting blown out like that. It be neck for neck. So what I think's happening is a lot of these teams, including us, they trying to save certain stuff because you got to remember it's still early in the year. So if I throw my whole playbook at you right now, when the year transpires and gets deeper into the season, I don't want to run out of shit to do or plays to call. Because me watching that Chiefs game, there's a lot of plays Andy Reid ain't even calling yet. If y'all ain't noticed, Andy Reid being a little conservative right now as well. I don't know why, but I noticed it in that game last night. Andy Reid being a little bit more conservative at the beginning of the year too. But with everything that's going, I still say Zach Robinson on probation with me right now. Am I happy the offense is finally opening up? Yeah. Did that let Zach Robinson off the hook? No. But am I ready to throw the towel in on Zach Robinson? No, I'm not. Because I this the first game I seen you run orbit motion. You did so much orbit motion last season with Kirk Cousins. I was getting tired of it. But your orbit motion works. I watched it work. What he had to stop doing is motioning and then running to the side of the motion. Shit, run to the opposite side, nigga. Shit, tighten up. So, yeah, Kenya Lawson, he need to be running split backs. Yes, that's one nuance. But see, that's the thing. What I keep telling y'all, he ran split backs last year with Kirk Cousins. We were just so hype off all the winning, we wasn't paying attention because we didn't give a fuck because we was winning. But I watched him run some split backs last year. I watched it. I watched him run split back, pro forms. He just ran it all out the pistol. That's what I mean. Certain stuff's supposed to be under center. He's trying to buck the rules. He don't want to run it out of center from up under center. He want to run it out of pistol so everything's in front of him. That's why I didn't get the screens and the sideline throws, because when you in a pistol, is set for a vertical game to stretch the field. The pistol is part of an air raid style offense. And he's trying to get away from the run game, but you can't because Arthur Smith built this O-line to run the ball, not pass. And that's what he keep forgetting. You didn't build this O-line. Now, is the O-line doing good? Damn good? Yes. Besides a couple of miscues here and there, yes, the O-line is doing fairly decent. I fuck with the O-line. But the thing is, you're new, your quarterback's new. I mean, yeah, he was here last year, but that doesn't really, that 1 year doesn't solidify nothing for me because you had a different quarterback than you got now. So to me, this is the first year for you because your quarterbacks have changed. So your play calling have to change. Your scheme got to change a little bit because you actually got a quarterback. But one thing I do agree upon is the fact that the Falcons made a good move by getting Penix, because at the quarterback position, if everything go right, we set. We set for the next couple years if everything go right. Damn near maybe a decade at least. And that's one thing that all the media pundits give us. That's the one piece of respect all the media pundits give us, even though they didn't like the pick at first. But one thing they said is the Falcons really not in a bad position because their quarterback position is set right now. They just got to get him in his groove. And I got a funny feeling, boy, when Penix get in his groove, boy, it's going to get ugly out here. I'm telling you. Because the team already rallying for him. The team stepping up for him. He's stepping up, and I love it. I'm just gonna be honest. I love it. I love it. But what I really think is happening is I think that everything that we're doing is actually, and I did post a link in the chat for if anybody want to come up and talk about it. Just hit the link. I'll let you in. No problem. No harm. No foul. But I really have a feeling that the way these players finna play out this bye, it's gonna shock a lot of the fans. I think they may be ready. I think that Carolina, I hope that Carolina loss still nagging them. It still don't sit well with them. Cause it still don't sit well with me. I'ma just be honest. You gonna have to win a bunch more shit for me to just let you off the hook about that Carolina game. When Raheem said, "Yeah, this for the fans. Sorry, sir. Go beat the Bills, and then maybe we can talk about it." But as far as that game being for the fans, no, sir. We expected you to win that. We did. Regardless of what you say, we expect you to win that without, especially without Jaden Daniels being there. That's just to me, that was, I ain't saying a gimme game, because no game is a gimme game. What it do, my boy? Shit, tap that link, come on up. Yeah, that link for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I really think that what's really going on is this team is starting to find their way. They starting to open up. Yeah, click that link, GA text. Come on up, my boy. You know what I'm saying? But I really, really think that this team has found their way, and I think they ready to unleash some shit. I think they is. I honestly do. I honestly think this team is ready to unleash some shit on. Even Raheem said it himself. Let's come get healthy, come out there bye week and unleash some shit on this league. And the league know it. The league know it. And that's why all the fans actually sort of mad. Because they know what this offense can do. Hell, I know what the offense can do. Let me call the plays. Let me show you what this offense can do. Because I'm going to tell you straight up. You give me this offense and the call plays, I'm running the ball. I'm Arthur Smith. I'm running the ball down your throat until you stop it. And that's just real. What going on, my boy?
What going on, my boy?
Nah, shit, man. Uh, up here talking about how I think the team really they finna show people some shit after their bye week.
Hey man, that game last week, that game plan they had last week, I got a after that game was over with, Michael Penix looked at Zach Robinson and say, "Hey, that's the way you call a game. Moving forward, that's how you need to call a game.
But
Period." Now, just
I
think about
also
how many drop passes Mooney had. The game could have been better.
but you know what I also think too. I think him calling it
That
from the
we got on this
field.
team.
I think Zach Robinson calling it from the field is bringing out that old quarterback out of him. Because if
Which
you
he
remember what
should,
B
because we got our young quarterback.
Yeah, but I think because if you remember what Bijan said about that 67-yard run, right? He said I went because they ran the play before and it didn't work. He said he went up to Zach Robinson, asked him what could he do different. Zach Robinson said, "Look, they're gonna be in man right here. Just take off."
And that's exactly what he did. He burnt the old Bobby Wagner. As soon as I seen that play, I was telling my wife, ain't no way Bobby Wagner finna catch him. He gone.
And that's what I mean about him being on the field. I think the reason why he said he should have been down there is because he felt like a quarterback. Like if you really played the game like how he played the game and other coaches like Albert played the game, once you get on that field, it gets addictive. That's why Albert don't go in the booth. He'll send
Mm-hmm.
someone else in the booth and he'll stay on the field because he actually played. He liked to be in the midst of the game.
Yep. And then when Zach Robinson went to the sideline, because I didn't know that both coordinators could be on the sideline at the same time. But when I seen damn near all of the top offensive coaches on the sideline, Zach Robinson, TJ Yates, DJ Williams. I think the only top person who wasn't on the sideline was Zampezi.
And I think he was in the booth replacing Zach Robinson up there. Him and
Mm-hmm.
what's his name, Kevin Black or something like that. I can't remember his name, but I think both of them was who was in the booth telling Zach what they see over the field.
Mm-hmm.
But I really think that because Raheem said, he said, "Man, let's get healthy and let's go unleash some shit on this league." That's what we've been waiting for. We know y'all can do it.
Facts.
Cause I
We
said that's
got
what I was finna say before I brought you up, man. If you let me call the plays, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna Arthur Smith your ass. I'm finna run the ball till you stop that shit. Now, once you stop
hey,
the ball, stop it. That's one thing I respect Arthur Smith about. He gonna run that ball till you stop it. If you can't stop it, you just can't stop it. We ain't throwing shit. Because remember, we didn't even have the quarterbacks to throw like that. For real. But when you got a Bijan Robinson and a Tyler Algier, man, you supposed to run that ball down their goddamn throat.
bruh, facts. There is no reason why this running game is not duplicate to Detroit's or better.
It's really supposed to be
I'm
better if you
sorry.
really want.
I'm
I'm gonna
sorry.
be honest.
Facts.
I
Facts.
like Gibbs, and I really do like Gibbs because I when I watched that last Detroit game, I'm like, yeah, he the truth too, but he ain't Bijan, bro. He don't cut like Bijan. I see why Saquon said what he said. He said, yeah, Gibbs good, but ain't nobody out there cutting like Bijan. Argue with your mama. Even he
Come on,
said
man.
he don't cut like Bijan. If you got Saquon Barkley sitting here telling you I don't run routes like Bijan, I mean, I don't think it's self. I think it's self-explanatory, bro. I
Facts.
really do.
I think this week, like, I'm gonna be honest. I think Buffalo whole offense is Josh Allen, James Cook, and them tight ends. I'm not really scared of their receivers more than I am of their tight ends.
I'm gonna be honest. The team don't even scare me. Josh Allen scared me more than the team do.
Facts.
Cause
Facts.
I
And
nah, go ahead, bro.
facts. And then it's like, if we can contain James Cook, then I feel like that right there really gonna make the Bills one dimensional.
And see, our defense ain't gonna be as bad with James Cook as these other defenses. Cause why? Our defense is used to doing what? Practicing with Bijan and James
Facts.
Cook. He good. Don't get me wrong. I love James Cook, but he is not Bijan. So if you can contain a Bijan, I know you can contain James Cook.
Yeah,
But
and then I'm not really worried about number 10 because we got Billy Bowman and Mike Hughes. We might get AJ back this week to put on Keon Coleman, but when it's going to receivers, I think our secondary got the upper hand, in my
man,
opinion.
I almost know our secondary do. Cause you throw that ball the wrong way, you got Jesse Bates and Xavier Watts back there.
Facts.
And a lot of people said, well, Jesse Bates ain't doing good this year. No, Jesse Bates don't have to do it all by himself this year.
Exactly.
That's
Eh,
what a safety's supposed to be. And if you notice, I said y'all act like y'all don't even notice. Xavier not always the one playing free. They rotate.
exactly. And they failing to realize that if we got Jesse Bates and Xavier Watts, you don't think our offense is gonna try to attack Xavier Watts and going after Jesse? It just makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
of
attack the
course,
rookie
hell
before
yeah,
I
I'm
go
finna
after the
try your
vet.
rookie. Cause think about it. Baker Mayfield tried all our rookies in one
Facts
game. See,
in
he
one
tried
game.
Billy Bowman, he tried Xavier Watts, he tried James Pierce and Jalen Walker. If you really want to be honest about it. And then even Baker Mayfield gave our quarterback respect and told him, boy, you gonna be trouble in this league for a long time. So if Baker giving Penix props, I'm good with that. Cause Baker underrated anyway. And I ain't his
Oh yeah,
biggest fan. I'm not a real big I'm not a fan unless you play for the Falcons. I'm just being honest. But I
what
got to give
business?
him his respect. That nigga's a little shifty motherfucker, boy. That shit be pissing me off. Like, bro, how y'all keep letting Baker run past y'all like
Man,
this,
bruh.
bro?
But see, the one thing about Baker, man, I've been watching Baker since high school and college. Baker always been shifty.
He
I don't
damn
know what
sure
it
had,
is.
because in college, I ain't gonna
I
lie, Baker was the
I don't
man.
know what it is about that group of quarterbacks that came out of Texas from 2017 to no, I can say 2016 to 2020, but the Kyler Murrays, the Johnny Manziels, the Baker Mayfields, the Ryan Tannehills, the Kellen Munns. I mean, we can go down the line. All of these quarterbacks got the same thing. A big arm, and I can get shifty when I need to get shifty.
Hey, and you want to know what's crazy? Somebody peeped. I said, and I ain't even brought it up yet because I was gonna say that for another discussion. Did you notice how Jane Daniel was more in the pocket than running this last game? His
Facts.
dad wasn't running out that pocket.
Man, Washington is not trying to go through that RG3 thing all over again. You keep letting them run, it's gonna be RG3 repeat.
And see, but see, the reason I was gonna make a part about it is because that's what Penix, they want Penix to run so bad. But that's what he's trying to avoid because he's already had that injury that Jaden just caught.
Facts.
He can't afford another injury like what Jaden. That was Jaden first, so that's understandable. But Penix, like, hell no, no sir. I run when I need to, but all that
Yep.
just running just to run, fuck that, nigga.
Yeah.
Throw that ball,
My,
throw it
my
away. I
only
don't even give a fuck. If you can't slide, run and slide, throw that bitch the fuck away.
facts. My only thing that I can say I can gripe about when it comes to this offense is that they don't allow him to move in the pocket, or he don't move in the pocket. He'll go through his motions. 1 2 3 drop, 1 2 3 5, 1 2 3 7, and throw the ball. But you don't see him working that pocket. He gonna stay right there and get that
Now that
pass off.
last game he had to, but I think too that's also part of him because his footwork ain't the best. And I remember
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ryan said that. So maybe I think maybe that's what Zach Robinson sort of trying to hide his deficiencies right now. And because he's still a rookie, so his footwork got to
Mm-hmm.
get better. I can't hold that against you because I know it got to get better. But even Matt Ryan was like, yeah, he need to work on his footwork. His poise is good, but he got to work on his footwork. And that was a knock on him coming out of college was his footwork. So I get it, you
Yeah.
know. But one thing I can really say is, man, I think this offense finna open. Man, look, did you see how that offense? Okay, this is why I say the offense lacked confidence. Did you see after that first catch how Drake was acting?
Man, man,
It like
Drake,
brought the dog back out of him.
I'm telling you, man. Like, oh man, it's like Brock Lesnar slapped the shit out of Drake and said, "You better get right
But
or
I think
something."
I think it's because one thing about it, every wide receiver get a case of the dropsies here and there. They do. It's just
Mm-hmm.
part of life. Everything not gonna be perfect. But like I keep telling people, would you rather him have the dropsies right now or when we 8 games, 9 games in?
Right now.
Let him get his confidence because I think the okay, if you look at it, they've been dropping shit since the first game.
Facts.
Then we got our ass whooped against Carolina. So I think the offense sort of lost their confidence a little bit because if you notice they motion in that last game, they were acting like dogs out there. It's like remember Drake wasn't catching shit them first 3 games, boy.
Facts.
That nigga
And,
wasn't catching motherfucking thing.
and Mooney ain't. And It's gonna take Mooney a game or two to get back because you gotta think about where we was at last year. Mooney came into training camp ready, the whole training camp ready. This
Yeah,
year, he missed the whole training camp.
the training camp, OTAs, and the preseason.
Come on now, so it's like, come on, like that game last week supposed to be a Mooney game. It ended up being a Drake game, but look at the passes that Mooney missed. Last week game supposed to be a Mooney
Boy,
game.
Mooney missed that one. It'd have been a walk-in touchdown, bro. Real shit.
That one,
Remember that one
and
up the sideline that?
yep,
Well, he
and the
caught
one
it,
when
but
Michael Penix rolled out to the left and threw it about 40 yards up the field, but he dropped it on the sideline. I'm telling you.
that's the one I'm talking about. He caught it, but he dropped it.
Yep.
So for me, that's a confidence issue. He got to get his confidence back. Cause like my thing is, I was happy when Drake started catching because I'm up there screaming at the TV, boy, your name Drake motherfucking London, nigga. You supposed to be a dog. You been a dog. We know you. That's why I hate fandom sometimes because oh Drake not a number one and da da da. Bruh, that man been proved he was a number one. Stop it.
Man, these folks want speed. Did they want saying that shit about Larry Fitzgerald?
But bruh, speed ain't everything. If they can't catch, you can have all the speed
Facts.
in the world.
Man, listen. I'll take Larry Fitzgerald, Mike Evans any day of the week.
But you know what? That's the bullshit. Cause guess who said Drake London gonna be a good receiver in this league for a long time? Mike Evans said
Come
Drake
on now.
London probably one of his top young receivers.
Man, the only knock on Drake, he only got 1,000 yard season since he been in the league. If we would have had any better quarterback play, Drake would be on the same path as Mike Evans, 1,000 yards every year. Did you just look at his resume? First year, 700, damn near 8. Second year, 800, damn near 9. Third year, 9. Like, come
And then
on.
him and Mooney would have had a stat. That's why I said,
Come on now.
now let me and see, that's why I said earlier before you came in, right? Zach Robinson is only on probation with me. Am I mad at Zach Robinson? Yes. But I'm not mad at Zach Robinson for the same reasons everybody else mad with the vanilla play call and all this. I'm mad because if you notice, he had way more create. Yeah, like I know he got the plays because I seen him do it with Kirk Cousins. I seen him run split backs. I seen him do orbit motion. I seen him do play action. Like I keep telling, I think what the real issue is, bro. Like just how was I explaining? Okay, just say he's taking certain wrinkles from Kyle Shanahan's Super Bowl playbook, right? Because I already know you took the wrinkle with the choice route. That's a given. Just say he took a wrinkle, and that wrinkle is really supposed to be under center. What he's trying to do is make it fit the pistol.
Yep.
And then when it don't work, you gotta scratch it because the play will never work because the way Kyle designed that play is for you. If the quarterback not under center, the play not gonna snap right.
Yeah. But running all this pistol, it just keep my mind open that we could lose Zach Robinson. Like this game plan, this scheme will be
Oh,
perfect for a
college,
college game. Yes.
college. Oh man, he'll eat a
Yes.
team up in college. I'm gonna be honest.
Straight up.
He'll eat a team up in college with that
Straight up.
pistol, boy.
Especially in the Big 12, they don't play no damn defense anyway.
Shit, truthfully, if you want to be real in the SEC, because even if you play defense, he's already proven. Think about last year with Kurt. Kurt had a 500 fucking yard game, bro. Out of the pistol.
Yeah.
509 yards. I think what he's trying to do is make us an air raid offense, but he keep forgetting that you didn't build the offensive line. The offensive line wasn't built to air raid; it was built to run. Arthur Smith
Mhm.
built it to run the ball because why? Arthur Smith knew he didn't have a real quarterback for his play action game.
And I felt like that was the main reason they kept the Dwayne Leopard so we don't lose our identity when it comes to the run.
Yeah, because think about it. If we got rid of Dwayne Leffert and Zach Robinson calling all the plays, it'd be a throw every goddamn play.
Yeah, we would have went to some Texas Tech air raid type shit back when it was Michael Crabtree and what's that quarterback name? Um,
Shit, if you want to know, he played in the air raid offense
yep, he sure
in
did.
college. He was
Yep.
an air raid quarterback. That nigga was a man. I went back and watched some of Zach Robinson shit. That nigga was nice.
Yeah.
He would not. I ain't know he because it made me go back and watch it because I forgot that he was even a quarterback. But I seen a tweet where they was saying he was the best quarterback for some certain coach. Man, I fucked around, went back to YouTube and watched that shit. I said, "Oh, Zach Robinson was nice, but he was an air raid quarterback. He could throw that goddamn ball." He know Penix can do the same thing. But what he keep failing to realize is you didn't build this offensive line. It's not built for throwing. It's built for
No.
run and play action.
Mm-hmm. See, like for what he want to do, you got to have a Kansas City offensive line.
Yeah, because if you notice, Mahomes was in the pistol a lot last night, but he
Man.
got the offensive line to be in the pistol
Mm-hmm.
because they not really running inside outside zone like that. They line more so built for that I form pro set type shit.
Yep.
We gotta run the ball, play action off the run the ball type of offensive line. Because if you go look at it, Georgia offensive line bigger than ours.
Facts. Facts. My son mentor played for Georgia. He the second string right guard. Michael Uni.
Yeah, everybody on their offensive line down to 315, 320 or better.
Hell yeah, man. Man, Mikey like 6'7", 330.
That's what I'm saying. And I think we are finna switch it around because that's the whole. See, what people don't even be peeping the play. Zach Nelson wasn't for the run game. He's 6'7", three something, 330, 320 something. What he built for?
The
Passing.
pass game.
They finna start getting pass pro linemen in here. Watch what I tell you. Now, a
Facts.
lot of people saying Zach Ross finna go off the car. I don't think he is. I think he want to make a statement here before he leave. Because truthfully, if he make a statement here, he don't even have to worry about being a college coach because the NFL gonna want him.
No, I think, and I'm gonna keep it honest. The NFL is looking on what he does with Michael Penix.
And if
If
he
we
don't
make
do
the
shit with
playoffs,
Michael Penix,
if we make the playoffs and have a top 10 offense, I can see him getting that head coaching job at Oklahoma State. If we go deep run in the playoffs, he gone. Another team finna swoop him up, and it's gonna be a team with a young quarterback.
and but see, you want to know what's even bigger than that? This is what I was telling people. Y'all tripping off the first four games, bro. We didn't even get the offense right last year till we played Tampa Bay, and that was like the fifth or sixth game. That was in
Come on now,
October. Remember
come on
that was
now,
we didn't get hot till October. That's why they
undefeated,
start saying Kirktober in the first goddamn play. We won every week in October.
man. The one thing I noticed about some of these fans, some of them just want to gripe to gripe.
Yeah, they do. They do. They do. Instead of really just watching the game and analyzing the game, even if they play, man, that one of my mottos is it's like you might as well do what you want to do because they gonna hate you anyway.
Facts.
Even if Raheem call a good game and this, that, and the third, y'all still gonna hate the man because y'all didn't like him from the first giddy up. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't want Raheem, but if I can stomach 3 years, Arthur Smith ain't no way in hell nobody can tell me I can't.
Facts. I didn't want Raheem at first either, but
Because I
I
didn't want
also
Arthur Smith neither. Shit.
nope, nope. I didn't want Bill Belichick just on the strength. What have you done from 2020 to 2025?
I didn't want Bill Belichick anyway because we already seen what Bill Belichick can do without a quarterback.
Facts.
If he didn't, Bill Belichick was able to do a lot of stuff he was able to do because he had a Drew Bledsoe back there. he had a Tom Brady back there.
And then, if people being honest, we knew damn well that we wasn't getting Harbaugh been out the whole minute that he was going to the Chargers,
Now
but
I
people
ain't gonna
just
count.
swore
The
that
only
Harbaugh
reason,
was coming to Atlanta.
but you know what? It was already put out. But you want to know what they put out? I already knew. The only reason John Harbaugh chose the Chargers over Atlanta is because we didn't have a
The
fucking
quarterback.
quarterback.
Facts.
If we'd have
Facts.
had, just say if we'd have had Penix then, Harbaugh brought his ass straight to Atlanta, and we'd be winning right now for real.
Facts.
I'm just gonna be honest. That's who I wanted. Either I wanted Harbaugh, and then I wanted uh Wink Dale, Martindale. You know who I'm
Yep.
talking about.
Yep.
Cause I know
And
his defense be aggressive. His defense always been aggressive from the NFL
yep.
to
And
college.
and then like with the Belichick hire, I really think that Arthur Blank wanted to keep Terry. That's the only reason we didn't hire Bill Belichick because Arthur Blank wanted to keep Terry around. Yeah.
Because people be hollering about Terry, but Terry, man, let me tell you something, bro.
Man, Terry
I
has
keep,
done everything that he's supposed to do.
but I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say no more Terry slander is because y'all really think them were Terry picks when Arthur Smith was here. Y'all really thought that was
Man,
Terry picks. That
man,
was Arthur
listen.
Smith
And
picks.
I've been saying that since this whole time. Cause when you look at the draft picks, think about it. Outside of the first round, everybody we drafted is a diamond in the rough type player. You play one position, but I'm gonna put you in another position.
I don't really think Terry really started picking to the third and fourth round these last couple of years because
Man,
everything we
I
got was offense. Arthur Smith
I don't
didn't want
think
to
Terry
build.
started picking until the Michael Penix draft.
That's it. Because remember, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people wondering why we got him. Y'all don't remember. See, this how I know people don't watch interviews. They just be talking. You don't remember him and Raheem first interview? What did they say? We may. Y'all don't know what the fuck we gonna do. Raheem
Hmm.
said we may go get Kurt a quarterback and draft one.
Hey, he told y'all, hey man, if there was a better quarterback play in Atlanta, I probably wouldn't be here having this job.
Nah, ain't no
So,
problem, nigga. You wouldn't be here because Arthur Smith. No, because one thing I can give Arthur Smith, his offense works. He just didn't have the quarter. Because it almost worked with Desmond Ritter. It did. Even Marcus Mariota went off in his offense
but
before the
yeah, and
before the
then
fuck
that's
up.
why I put it back on Arthur Smith because you didn't want Justin Fields, you didn't want Russell Wilson. We could have went after Kirk Cousins, we could have went after Baker Mayfield,
I'm
all
gonna
those
be honest.
quarterbacks.
Now, out of all
You
them that
said
you
no.
named, I'd have rather had Baker because I'm just not no Justin
Facts.
Fields fan. I do not like his play. I don't.
Me, me
His
neither.
play is
But
too high schoolish. It's too
but
AAU-ish
I'm
type
just
play.
saying, at that time,
Oh, nah,
we
now at that,
we
but
we,
I
we
will
could have got
say,
Russell Wilson before Russell Wilson went to the Broncos.
now I will say, like you said, now at that time we could have because Justin Fields was actually on Terry radar, if you remember. Justin
Yeah,
Fields was on his radar. Malik Willis was on his radar, and there was
because
another
Terry wanted a
quarterback on his
quarterback in
radar.
Atlanta. He seemed like, hey, we got to have a quarterback.
But I do see why Arthur Smith don't like Justin Fields because Justin Fields don't go through his progressions, bro. That's why
Oh
he
no,
always fucking running. That's my
that's a
same.
lot of these run first quarterbacks. A lot of these fake ass dual threat quarterbacks. Y'all just running quarterbacks who can throw. You're not necessarily a dual threat quarterback. When
And
you're a dual threat quarterback, you can run, you can pass, you can read the defense. That's what make
now
you a dual threat.
that's my biggest. Like I was talking with my cousin, right, and we were talking about Lamar Jackson. And he was like, "You will take Michael Penix over Lamar Jackson?" Hell
Hell
yeah, because
yeah.
I said because what people fail to realize is quarterback IQ fucking matters. I told him straight up, Jaden Daniels gonna be better than Lamar Jackson. Watch what I tell you, because Jaden Daniels can actually read a fucking defense. It ain't about
Facts.
running around. I said, why you think Lamar Jackson wide receiver was mad over there? Because
Think
his
about it.
first instinct is if my first read ain't there, or just say first or second read ain't there, he not going to 3, 4, and 5. He taking
Oh
off.
no. That was the whole point of Baltimore going to go get Todd Monken. I want an OC who's all about defense and running the ball first.
And
So
see,
we run the ball. We already got a dominant defense. I'm telling you, they
hey,
they
now I will say he's really the crutch to Todd. He's really more of a crutch to Todd Monken than Todd Monken being a crutch to him. And you want me to tell you how I know? Because Todd Monken took Stetson Bennett and Carson Beck and went and won shit, bro.
Come on now, back to back,
Back to
back to
back,
back, back to back.
back to back. And they didn't even have the arm Lamar had. Come on, neither
No,
one of them.
man, that's
And I
just like,
love Stetson Bennett. Don't get me wrong. I told people if Stetson Bennett get out that goddamn alcohol and get on that fucking field,
man,
he gonna
Stetson
be a
Bennett don't
beast.
care, man. Man, it's like I tell everybody I talk. I say, listen, Stetson Bennett don't give a fuck no more. He ain't got to play football no more. This man gonna die a legend. I brought
Yeah.
Georgia 2 championships back to back. I don't give a fuck about the NFL. I'm a legend. This man walk around like a living legend. I just want to play quarterback so motherfuckers can't say I can't play quarterback in the NFL. But deep down inside, I don't care. I'm a legend from a small town in Georgia where everybody go to Georgia. I'm a legend until I'm old. The name
Oh,
Bennett
he
is
gonna forever
going
be a legend. He gonna be
facts,
like what's his name?
facts.
Not Herschel Walker. Who was the one that came out of Georgia? Damn, what's his name? Not Herschel Walker. Who was the one that air out of
Terrell Davis.
the other one? Not Todd Gurley.
No Sean Marino.
Was it OJ Simpson or Champ Bailey? Who was it? Damn, he on everybody fucking commercial on TV too. I can't believe I forgot that shit already.
Barry Sanders.
The one who tried to run for governor of Georgia or something.
Oh yeah, Herschel Walker.
Yeah, Herschel Walker. He gonna be a legend like Herschel up there in
Facts,
Georgia.
facts.
Cause he did something ain't none of them did. Two
Just think about
championships back to back. And he to be
back
honest,
to
Stetson
back,
and to be honest, Stetson Bennett better than Carson Beck. Even though I
man.
even though I watched Carson Beck with Miami, he's still good.
My
But
whole thing about this Mike Bobo offense that make me mad, even going back to the last time, he always try to make the quarterback bigger than the team.
oh,
Georgia
I
is
ain't know.
run first. Georgia is
I
run
will now
first.
that's
Eh,
one thing I will say. I was mad with Kirby when he went back and got Mike Bobo after having someone like Todd Monken. I was mad about that. Cause you
Man,
can't go
I
from a
noticed Kirby Smart is big on continuity. He ain't gonna change shit. So, and then it's like we like after we won the national championships, we don't get the running backs that we usually get no more.
mm-mm.
Like that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like people ain't scared of Georgia running game like how they used to be.
Oh nah,
Georgia,
we ain't got them
Georgia
type
was run
running
the
backs
ball
back.
and defense, and then we got a quarterback to get us over the hump and Stetson Bennett. Now, since Mike Bobo been back, he want to make Carson Beck bigger than the team. He want to make Gunnar Stockton bigger than the team. We are a run
And
first team.
and he don't understand that you don't got that team that you had. Ain't no Jalen
Right,
Walker out there. Ain't no Carter out there. Ain't no Gurley out there, bro. You
man.
gonna have to
This
rebuild
defense
this
is
shit.
like the first team that won a national championship. This is like when they first came in, young.
Yeah, you just gonna have to bear with them. They just
Yeah,
young. That's really what. The same way with the Falcon, just young, bro. We young
yeah.
everywhere right now.
Everywhere. Like and this right here is what everybody wanted. We need to get young. We need to get young. And now that we young, folks ain't got no patience. We knew that Michael Penix was gonna have some good games and some bad games because he a young quarterback. It
Man,
ain't
let
like
me
he been in the league 4 5 years. This is what's this start number 7, start number 8?
start number 7.
Like,
But
come on,
that's what
man.
I was see. That's why I kept telling people I was that. See, my reasons of being mad at Zach Robinson ain't the same reasons as everybody else. If you remember Penix's first 3 games last year, he didn't just run out of pistol. That nigga ran out of pistol. The first play of the New York Giants game, if you go back and look,
Play
was play
action.
action out of
Heavy play
center.
action. Yep.
It's play action, the very first
Mm-hmm.
play of the game. So that's what I'm mad about with Zach Robinson about, because them first 3 games you didn't have the training wheels on your playbook with Penix. You didn't. Now that the season started, you want to give him these old, you want to give him the bullshit plays, which I get. Like I said, you can't graduate the 10th and I can't give you 10th and 11th grade shit if you ain't past ninth grade. But you didn't think
Facts.
about that. And I get it, but if you'd have did that them first 3 games, then I respect it more. You didn't do that. You opened that playbook. What, man? If you don't remember that, man, we were to the point that Zach Robinson was just trying shit because he got the
Yeah.
new little
See,
toy out there.
I think these first 4 games. We did the same thing we did last year. Everything that wasn't working in training camp or in practice, Zach Robinson was trying that shit the first 4 weeks. In
Yep,
my opinion.
yep,
In,
yep,
in my opinion.
yeah. And what didn't work in preseason, he's still trying to see if he can change certain shit on it. And I get it. You got
Exactly.
to.
And,
It's
and I feel
it.
like he did it because we got an early bye. So I
Yeah.
feel like let's go ahead and I think the game plan he want to run. He already know what he want to run.
No, let me tell you what's even more wicked about the shit. That's what I keep telling people. I'm not mad about Zach Ross about the same shit y'all mad at. Y'all mad talking about vanilla play call, bro. The shit was vanilla the first 3-4 games last year. So I'm
Come on, man.
already hip to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even tripping because we didn't even blow up till October. Shit,
Nope.
what y'all mad for? Between October and November, nigga, the Falcons was the talk of the whole fucking media. Shit,
Come
all they
on
gotta
now.
do is win one more game and goddamn. Cause remember we played all our division games early.
Early. And now look at us now. Oh, they say, no, man, we're gonna spread this thing out. But like it's like when you look at the schedule, man, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, the records ain't what we expected it to be on some of these teams, but I still feel like this schedule wide open.
Man, and I'm gonna be honest with you. We that's why, like I keep saying, I'm not as mad with Zach Robinson about the shit. I'm mad at Zach Robinson, but it's not for the same reasons. My reasons is because I know he ain't opened up your playbook. I know what I seen last year from Kirk Cousins. Remember last year, I forgot damn what game that was we ran. Man, we damn near ran what you call it? We damn near ran split backs damn near the whole first and second quarter. He would rotate beat. Remember, Tyler catching shit out the backfield. Bijan would catching shit out the backfield. We were
Mm.
rotating them. Goddamn. And still, Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod, and Drake London still had damn near 1,000 yards apiece. Because Ray Mooney was what? Ray was like damn near 600-700 yards himself.
Facts.
Kyle was like what 500, 600, 4 touchdowns. Ray was like damn near 600, 700. What like 7, 8 touchdowns? Then you got
And I
Mooney
like
and
and I like what they doing this year. Yeah, take some of those catches away from Ray and give them to KP. Makes perfect sense.
but that's what they
Let,
should have been doing. That's why I say I'm mad at Zach Robinson because which I understand that because see in LA they don't really use their tight ends how Atlanta use tight. Cause we've been using tight ends since back in the
but
day.
but
We don't always.
then again, did that go back to when was the last time we had just a anybody at tight end? Damn near every tight end we done had since Tony Gonzalez done been a first or second round pick. Kyle Pitts, Austin Hooper. I say the only tight end we had that ain't been a first round pick was Jacob Tammy.
And he was the beast.
Think about it. Jacob Tammy was balling before the injury.
Yes, Jacob
But
Tammy,
but
man.
that's because Jacob Tammy, who did he come from? The Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning.
Yeah, he already had that experience. But that's what I'm saying. Like, and to be honest, this offense better than the 2016 offense. It's just Kyle Shanahan know how to call plays, bro. That's it. That's the only
Right.
difference. Zach Robinson know how to call them. See, Zach Robinson is trying shit, and that's what I'm mad at him about. He knows how to call plays. I watched him do it with Kirk Cousins when we was on that win streak, and we just stayed on the win streak. Had Kirk Cousins not lied about his injury, bro. Every game the man putting up. What Zach Robinson's biggest issue is he trying to figure out how to run plays that's supposed to be under center out of the pistol, and some of it's not gonna work because the play is only supposed to work from under center. You trying
Facts.
to put a wrinkle, a play that's supposed where Michael Penny's supposed to be on the center. You want to put a wrinkle and make it where he can play that play out the pistol, and sometimes that shit don't work out the pistol because it ain't meant for the pistol. I keep telling people the pistol is a vertical game. Shotgun is a vertical game. He came from an air raid offense, and once I went and watched tape on him, he wasn't no slouch at quarterback at all. But he played in the air raid offense, and he keep forgetting, bro, you did not build Atlanta's offensive line. We was
Facts.
built like how Georgia is built. Run the ball first, create the tempo first, come out of play
Facts.
action, and then take shots down the field.
And then folks like bringing up what Kyle Shanahan did in 2016, but they fail to realize when Kyle Shanahan came to Atlanta, we was already his third or fourth team as an offensive coordinator. This is Zach Robinson first job as an offensive coordinator.
Yeah. And he created his own playbook, so you got to give him time to see. Just because his playbook work in practice, don't mean it's gonna work against other teams. You got to give him time to analyze his playbook.
Exactly.
But I know your playbook works because I watched it work with Kirk Cousins. I watched it work. I know it worked. I'm not. That's why I said I'm not mad at Zach. Now, is he on probation with me? Yes, the fuck he is. Oh, he definitely on probation with me. Cause one thing I keep telling people is between the 20s, we
How y'all
undefeated.
doing?
From the 20 to the 20, boy, we unstoppable. It's like once we get to that red zone, his ass malfunction. He like a robot. He malfunction in that red zone. I don't know what it is. A computer chip breakdown or something. But from the 20 to the 20, they can't no team stop us from the 20 to the 20. Especially not with the running backs we got. I'm just being honest. We got better running backs than we had in 2016, if you want to be real about it. And our running backs ain't scared to pick up blocks like Freeman was in that Super Bowl. But I really think that he's forced to open up that playbook now. He don't have a choice no more. He got to open up that playbook, and he been slowly doing it. I finally seen some orbit motion. I'm like, bro, where your orbit motion at, bro? You used to do that down there every other fucking play with Mooney. Mooney and Ray Ray stayed in orbit motion, and it worked. You go in orbit motion and run to the opposite side. You go in motion, you go in your regular motion now. You run to the side where the motion at. Like, bro, come on, you killing me. Even I know better than that. To the point that if I see Charlie Warner go in motion, wherever Charlie Warner going, that's where they running. Boy, you should go to run to the opposite side. At high school football 101. But at the point we at now, man, I think this offense finna come out here and make a statement again, because the Bills can be beat, bro. The Bills, all you gotta do is run the ball on. They got the worst run defense in the fucking league. They like, man, most of these teams can't stop our run if you want to be honest about it. Most of these teams cannot stop our run game, bro. We just go away from it. And that's the biggest issue. When it start, that's what gets me upset with Zach Robinson. When something works, you go away from it and you want to try something else. Mr. Try something. Not good. You guys try your playbook, but right now, while we trying to win, ain't the time to be trying shit. Go with what work, what you know work. Because it ain't he can't call a play. It ain't he can't call a good game. The nigga been calling good games, bro. He just be trying shit. Cause you gotta remember, he building his playbook. This his playbook. So he got to see what works and what don't work. Yeah, it work in practice because they're not going full speed, full game speed. But does it his playbook work when they're going full game speed? You got to allot Zach Robinson time to see if his playbook work. Cause certain plays he got in that playbook may don't work, as we see. So a lot of things that were miscued with Atlanta, I expected. For one, you got a young quarterback. He got to learn. You got to give him time to learn. He gonna have some fucked up games. Now, did I expect to get blowed out 30-0? No, I didn't. But I understand that we got a young quarterback and he may have been flustered. I understand that our wide receivers had the cases of the dropsies, but I'd rather them have a case of the dropsies at the beginning of the year than at the end of the year. I'd rather them have a case of low confidence at the beginning of the year than the end. Then we game 8 and now they done start dropping shit. Like, that's stupid as fuck. So I'd rather them drop shit now and have to wean and work their way back up than to have to wait the game 8 and now they done start dropping shit. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, let them get their timing together. Cause one thing about Zach Robinson's scheme, his scheme operates off timing. So if the timing fucked up, his play's not gonna work. That's what the pass rush is built for. Pass rush is built to throw off your quarterback's timing. And even when his timing is thrown off, Penix still does all right. Like, I'm not mad at him. They got to grow together. That's it. Once the quarterback marries the play calling, then yeah, everything gonna be A1. You got to give him time to marry that shit. That's just what it is. Cause I think he already got the plays that work. He trying the shit that don't work because he want to know why they don't work. I know he got the plays that work. Cause from the 20 to the 20, boy, we undefeated. Ain't nobody fucking with us from the 20 to the 20. It's just when we get in that red zone, that nigga malfunction, bro. And that's just real. But I think we're gonna be all right though. You know what I'm saying? I honestly do. I think they finna go off. I think that Carolina game is still a bad taste in their mouth because it's damn sure still a bad taste in my mouth. That's why Zach Robinson still on probation with me. Because the moment you seen that headset wasn't working in that Carolina game, you supposed to got your ass on that field, said, fuck that press box, I'm gone. But you didn't do that. You tried to stay up there and work it out, and I get it. But we ain't got time for that this year. You know what I'm saying? So what I think is we gonna be okay and everything gonna be good. And on that note, we've been on here an hour and 7 minutes. I want to thank GA Texas boy for coming through. You know what I'm saying? My brother always know he welcome on the platform and everybody else welcome on the platform. I stay dropping the link. But I didn't really expect to stay on this long, but you know, when we talk about them Falcons, you know how I go. So at the end of the day, all I want to say is I ride or die with these birds, whether they right or wrong, whether Zach Robinson fuck up, Raheem fuck up, Albert fuck up, whoever fuck up, I still ride with my team. I ride with the logo. I ain't finna look for now another team. Hell, I don't even care about these other teams like that unless we play them. But other than that, y'all have a wonderful day. Again, I appreciate GA Texas boy for coming up. And that's hit that like button and subscribe to at Dirty Falcon Podcast. And I'll see you later when we have the next convo. Gone in the stream.